What's up, guys? Today I wanted to talk about a new arcade hardware that I got my hands on. What you're looking at here is the CPS1 arcade system released by Capcom. Now, in my past videos I've showed you numerous games for the CPS2, which I'm a huge fan of. That's one of my favorite arcade hardwares out there, up there with the Neo Geo and the Naomi, in my opinion, of course. Now, the CPS1 was the precursor to the CPS2. I'll show you the CPS2 boards in a minute for those who haven't seen my past videos, but there's a few differences that I wanted to show you. Similarities are you have your top board and your bottom board. Your bottom board is your system and the top board is the game. Now, a difference is the CPS2 utilizes this particular kick harness, which gives you your additional 3 kick buttons, since the JAMA harness can only power 3 or 4 in the Neo Geos, if you're talking about the Neo Geo. Now, this particular hardware has a great library of games, just like the CPS2, and you know, I always wanted to get my hands on them, but they're a little tough to find the good ones. The one that I have today for you that I'm going to show you some gameplay on is going to be MegaMan, the Power Battle, the US version for the CPS1 arcade hardware. Now, for those who haven't seen the CPS2, this is the CPS2 hardware, which uses the bottom board, which is the system board, and the top board, which is the game. So it's a very similar setup that Capcom went through during their arcade days. But like you can see in this video, these are protected in a nice plastic case to keep them, you know, from getting damaged, where the CPS1 is just, you know, pretty much naked. So it's a little bit more prone to damage, I would say, but still a great piece of hardware. Now, I have on my computer here the Wikipedia page for the CPS1, as you can see. So just to take a look at some of the games that were released. Forgotten Worlds, Ghouls and Ghosts, Strider, Dynasty Wars, Willow, which is a great one, UN Squadron, which is another great shmup, Final Fight, 1941, Mercs, Megatwins, Carrier Airwing, Street Fighter 2, just going through some of these, Captain Commando, Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, and then at the very bottom you'll see their last board that they ever created was MegaMan the Power Battle, also known as Rockman the Power Battle in Japan. Now, this is a great game, which we're going to talk about in a minute, but one thing that I did talk about in the past with these is the suicide battery, where if the battery dies, the game is pretty much done unless you take it to get phoenixed, which is something I'm not going to really cover right now. But a lot of these games also had suicide batteries, but luckily, MegaMan the Power Battle does not. So this is one of those games that we're not going to have to worry about that bullshit suicide battery. It was, like I said, the last game released on this hardware, and it was released in 1995. Now, I'm sure all of you are familiar with MegaMan, but this game is very untraditional. It's not a platformer by any means. It's actually more a fighting game. Let me just put this on the tripod. So, since it's a fighting game, it really sets itself apart from mostly any other MegaMan that I've ever played. So I think that's really cool, and I've always really been a fan of this particular game. Now, it's pretty rare to find. It's not like extremely rare, but it is kind of tough to find. And also, it is the first of 2 in the series. They released MegaMan the Power Battle 2, I believe it might be called the Power Fighters. I'm not sure the exact title, but that was released on the CPS2 shortly after this one. This game was ported to the PlayStation 2 under the title, I believe, I want to say the MegaMan Collection. It was on the GameCube, I'm sorry, not the PS2. But so if you guys do like this game, you can definitely get your hands on it if you get your hands on the GameCube version. I don't know the exact name, so I am sorry about that. Just trying to get this tripod fucking as good as I can. Sorry. I'm so unprepared, like always. Alright, there we go. So I figured we could pop this in and I could show you some of this. Now, before I pop it in, I forgot to say, I got this game from a fellow YouTuber off of a trade. His name is moomer1, and I'm going to put a link in the description for this guy. I want you to subscribe for me, please. He's got probably, in my opinion, the best channel for arcade-related stuff. I find myself always watching his videos, always catching his new ones. He's got a huge amount of knowledge and a huge amount of games to talk about, lots of cabinets, and he's also one of the only other guy that I know that has the same cabinet as me. He's got the Jaleco Pony 4, so that's kind of how I found him back in the day, and I've been following him ever since. He's an awesome guy, and if you have any questions regarding arcade hardware, you should talk to him. Alright. So let's pop this in, play some of this. I've always been a fan of this game, the Power Battle. I've always loved it and I've always wanted it. I'm always looking for the one for the CPS2, but it's very hard to find, especially in the American or Japanese version. Just try to get this a little bit better for you. Alright, so as I was saying, this is a fighting game. So basically all the bosses that you're used to from all the MegaMans basically are in here, and you fight them as you would in the platforming games. So it's really cool. You have the choice between 3 different characters, and every boss that you beat, you actually learn their move, and then you can use it when you advance in the game. You also use the same life bar, similar to a survival mode in a Street Fighter. It goes up a little bit as you advance, but it's not like every round you have full life. What else can I tell you? That's about it. Let's play. So here's your 3 characters. We're going to go with Proto Man, because I love Proto Man. Now you can choose between the bosses from Mega Man 1 through 2, 3 through 6, or 7. So it's kind of like a lot of replay value right there. You know, you can kind of play it 3 different ways. And then there's 6 levels, and then the end boss. And each enemy you fight has a weakness. So, you know, if I have a fire attack against Iceman, you'll do a little bit more damage to him. Now you have an attack, you have a charge, you have a slide, and then the third button allows you to switch your attack. But I didn't have any additional attacks since that was the first character. Your life bar is in the top right. So as you can see, it says you got a new weapon, Ice Slasher. So now I have a secondary attack for the next boss. This game has amazing graphics, really, really great, classic Mega Man. You know, it's a great game. I really love this one. So I just switched right now to Iceman. And then Iceman, you don't have an unlimited attacks. In the bottom right, you see the meter goes down as I use the ice attack. But it gets refilled at the end of once you win the fight. You can also set the difficulty in the test menu. You know, you could go with it's on normal right now, but you could go with easy or, you know, hard. You also have a few other options you can set, like, you know, free play, demo sound, all that good stuff. The level selection is kind of random, but you can hit the button once it hits it and, you know, try to catch it, the level that you want. So we're going up against fire, so I'm going to go with ice. And as you can see, his life bar goes down a lot quicker. So that was obviously kind of easy. The game's probably set on too easy of a difficulty, but I just kind of wanted to get through it, show you. Just an awesome game, man. Really is. If you have a GameCube, I definitely suggest you look for it. Like I said, I don't know the title. I think it's called MegaMan Collection, or MegaMan Anniversary, perhaps, for the GameCube. Also, like in all the other MegaMans, if you hold the jump button, you go higher, and if you tap it, you know, you can kind of set your jump a little bit easier to where you want it. I guess once you get a hang of all the boss patterns, it's kind of a lot easier of a game. But you know, like I said, you could set the difficulty. Plus, you can choose different Mega Man, you know, 1 through 3, or 4 through 5, or 7, or whatever. So, you know, there's a good amount of replay value, I would say, in this game. This guy's a little tough, not impossible, but just a little tough. Oh, you can also jump off the wall, I forgot to tell you that. Oh my god, I'm getting hit. Oh my god. Every time. At least we got him. You know, like I said, since this came out as the last game for the CPS1, the graphics are, you know, amazing. Almost pretty much CPS2 quality. It is CPS2 quality, I would say. I'm not a huge fan of the Mega Man series, but you know, I do enjoy playing them. You know, I find the platformers to be kind of difficult for me. But I really do love this game. I'm a huge fan of fighting games, and this game reminds me of a really unique fighting game. This guy's not easy. Not for me, at least. I'm gonna die. Also, the floor is like a conveyor belt, so at times, so it's kind of hard to move around. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Oh my god, that was extremely lucky. I can't believe I beat him. Alright, so we got a lot of attacks at this point going on to the final boss here. Every enemy that we beat, we absorb their power, so going up against the final boss here. I'm gonna die. Oh! Oh, come on. Also, what's kind of untraditional is when you continue, he actually has the same amount of life from when you died. So, sort of untraditional in a fighting game. It makes it a little bit easier. Damn it. Alright. So that part, you actually have only 9 seconds to kill him. I don't know what happens if you succeed or if you fail, but we're gonna find out. I guess nothing. Alright, here's the ending. Got Proto Man on the edge of a cliff. Wily's fortress is burning in the background. Great music, great animation, man. Awesome fucking game. Proto Man, who is he? Proto Man, Dr. Light's first ever built robot. Just before completion, he ran away. He appears before MegaMan from time to time and mysteriously disappears. Is he friend or foe? Where is he off to? Nobody knows. Just like most of Capcom's games, they were great at making the game, but their endings are usually pretty weak. But you don't play arcade games to see an ending, in my opinion. Alright guys, so yeah, just wanted to show you MegaMan, the power battle for the CPS1 hardware. Thanks to moomer1 for trading me for this lovely, unique MegaMan game. You know, a lot of times when you hear MegaMan, you think of platforming, obviously, but you know, this is a nice little example of Capcom thinking out of the box, like they usually do. Similar to example, you know, Power Puzzle Fighter. You know, it's like a Street Fighter puzzle game, or you know, just Capcom likes to try different things sometimes, and this is a perfect example of that. That's what I'm trying to say. So, I'm a huge fan of this game. I love fighting games, and Mega Man's pretty cool too. So, I figured I'd try to get my hands on this, and I'm glad I did. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like I said, to moomer1's channel. And if you did like this game, take a look at it for the GameCube. Great port. I'm almost positive it's called Mega Man the Anniversary Collection. I really think that's what it's called, coming off the top of my head, but I don't know. Look it up, you'll find it. Alright, you have any questions, comments, or concerns on this game, the CPS1 hardware, or anything really arcade related, leave me a comment, send me a message. Thanks for watching. Thanks again, Moomer, for this lovely game. Take care, guys. Till next time.